Hey guys, welcome back. Projects going on as usual, always. All these air boxes at home. Some are Evo, some are Diamante. I'm just going through and trying to get all my junk home out of my parents' barn that has been there for a long time. But anyway, for those who aren't up to speed, the rear fender cutting is all done. It's welded, it's welded, it's rust treated, it's seam sealed, it's painted, and then undercoated on top of that. So this is a rubberized undercoating to just help give it its best chance to stay sealed. But I had the next big thing that I needed show up, and we have here some eBay flares. I know a lot of people are doubting me on these, but they're not the standard style that you would generally put on a car like this. These are, well, they were advertised as Dodge Charger flares, but I'm pretty sure they're just your normal universal. But I did a lot of measuring before I bought these, and I figured they'd be pretty close to what I was looking for. And yeah, so I have started on the other side. And I gotta say, that looks pretty darn good. I don't know what y'all are talking about. These things look amazing. So, they're extra long on both sides. And of course, they're gonna need trim. So on this side, I wanted to get the first couple of Clecos in, and then after this is on, like I might do this one, I'm not gonna do that one definitely. And then back here, I'm going to wait on trimming too much of this. So the plan is we'll cut this to where this meets in this gap here. And then we'll probably let it follow. Well, I have to kind of see, because so like normally this kind of has this little swoosh upwards, right? So I might try to do something like that to where it follows that up, or I may just go smooth. I don't know. We're just gonna see where we end up, and then once I've got this trimmed to where I like it, then I'll drill these last two holes here. And then I don't know if I'll do riv nuts in the plastic or not. I might do it. It's probably okay, but I don't know. We also may just do like a nut on the backside. So whatever makes the most sense. But for up here, I've got stainless steel riv nuts on the way. I bought the Harbor Freight riv nut tool today, so I've got that. And then yeah, so a little bit of flexing outwards, but once this is actually bolted in and I get a seal in there, you won't see any of that, I don't think. And yeah, it's man, I think that looks super good. I don't know what people are talking about. I mean, I get it, you know, everybody's seen somebody who just threw on some flares, but if you take your time and pick your flares well, do your measurements, you can actually make these look really good. So yeah, the plan back there, we're just gonna kind of fade it in, make it look really nice on the rear bumper. Up here, I've got a slightly different plan. So of course, I'm going to riv nut this and use hardware so I can remove this flare really easily. So when the time comes, I'm going to install my side skirts the factory way. So I got to drill holes in this for the factory little pop tabs. And then underneath, I need to drill holes for the hardware that actually goes through the side skirt. So on the side skirts over here, this isn't my silver set, this is my spare set. But you can see, so you've got bolts that go through the bottom of this. Oh, there's a factory one still in this one. Oh, actually, this uses these square things. Well, we're not going to do that. We're going to use stainless hardware and riv nuts with some sealant to make sure that it stays nice. And then, yeah, so we'll use stainless bolts into the bottom of this. And then I need to drill where these guys go. Of course, most of these ones are broken, but I can still get these clips. So we'll buy new clips and then drill the holes, and then yeah, we'll put these, well, not these, but the other side skirts on the way that they were intended to go on. And once they're on, of course, the front is going to hang out in space a little bit, so I have to trim that back. And then back here, the side skirt comes up to about here. So what I'm planning to do is make this end right at the top of the side skirt and then kind of swish upwards a little bit. And, ooh, should I give away my ultimate plan here? Yeah, why not? It's subject to change anyway. We're kind of winging this whole thing and just kind of doing one step at a time, seeing what I like, and then going from there. I got some undercoat on this. But the plan as of right now, because this wheel and tire package raised the car by about an inch, I want to get it back down just a little bit. So once the side skirt goes on, that actually is going to drop the car down quite a bit, because like it comes down to like here. And then after that, I'm planning on buying a sheet of carbon to go along the underside of that, and then where I've got the holes drilled for the hardware to hold the side skirt on, we'll use a barrel nut on there. And then I'm planning on using that to drop down, and then I'll add a carbon sheet under both sides to give it kind of a side skirt, like, I don't know what you would call that, a side skirt on a side skirt. Yo dog, we heard you like side skirts. But it should be a pretty nice look. And then the gap that's left between the side skirt and the carbon sheet, we will fill in with something. So I think that will look really, really cool. And then back here, where this ends up really high here, I'm planning on adding a carbon fiber plate vertically to come down to an L bracket that's on this sheet down here. So it'll be this flat sheet, and then there will be a little side sheet that kind of comes up. And I'll probably do something like that on the front too. So I think that'll look really nice. I've seen a lot of Japanese like time attack kits do that, and I think it looks good. So we're gonna do something. It's gonna be mild. Like I don't want to change the car's looks super drastically. Like honestly, other than where you'll see the hardware that bolts on, I think these actually look better than the factory Evo flares. So I really didn't want to go that route. I'm just not a fan of them. Honestly, I really like these. I think this is going to be the look. So, but yeah, you guys let me know what you think. I've got lots of work to do. I'm going to try to get the other side on tonight. It doesn't, like, again, you have to do a lot of work to get the measurements just right on this. I spent probably an hour just locating this thing for the first two Clecos, because I measured the distance from each point to the ground. We measured the distance from the tire to the inside. I measured the distance using a laser level from the center point of the center cap vertical, so that I could locate the exact center point of the wheel on the body. And then from there, we located the center of this to that same center point, because I had a piece of tape on here and a piece of tape on here. And yeah, I mean, like, it was a ton of fit up and trying to just make sure everything's right, because when you move one side, then the other side changes, and you know, it takes some time. So once I got the first two drilled, that was probably the hardest part, and I got to do that again still tonight. So, but yeah, my stainless riv nuts are supposed to be here tomorrow, and then I can yeah, hopefully actually have these bolted on with some hardware. And I've got a family reunion this weekend I'm planning on driving the car to, so I'm probably just going to do these 5 Clecos, and we'll just kind of let that sit the way it is on here. I don't know, we'll see. I may get to cutting this bottom piece before the weekend, but I really doubt it, and I need to buy a new Dremel. So, but you know, it's coming along, and that is just perfection from there to the tire. Like, it just doesn't get a whole lot better than that. Like, that is perfect. So yeah. But anyway, so that's where we're at. I'll hopefully have the other rear flare on tonight if I can help it, at least Clecoed. And then, yeah, we'll drive it with no front flare. Gonna look really interesting, but yeah, we'll get it there. Anyway, that's all I got for you guys now. I hope you like the flares now that they're finally unveiled. And yeah, guess we'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.